I feel prompted to share some reflections. I'm here on my computer and I'm just going to be reading from some of the thoughts I've formulated. These are reflections pertaining to seeds being considered as a superfood, litter on our planet, and how humans are both galactic as well as earthly beings. Seeds are considered superfoods because they are the life force of Mother Earth. They develop into plants and trees that provide us with essential resources such as food, herbs, medicine, and the oxygen we need to survive. Seeds are incredibly powerful because they give birth to life. They are the foundation of life, just like the sperm and egg. They are the life force of our planet, producing all of the plants and trees that provide us with crops, medicine, and nutrition. In a way, we are like trees, growing and branching out from our seed stage in the womb. Similar to a seed being planted in the dark earth, our development begins in the darkness of the womb. We germinate and gestate in our human mothers, just like seeds germinate and gestate in Gaia, our Earth Mother, and we eventually emerge into the light, much like a seed sprouts from the ground to grow up toward the sun. Babies are born from the darkness and into the light, where we are given the miracle to shine our individual light in the world. Our purpose in life is connected to our sun sign in astrology. However, we must consider all of our planetary aspects in astrology, which reveal how we are also galactic beings simultaneously. Once a baby is born, the root of their umbilical cord gets cut from their human Earth Mother, initiating their individuation process. As we branch off, our roots, or in other words, our leg limbs and arm limbs, take hold and expand. We become unique individuals, much like the trees, with our own distinct characteristics, growing and eventually returning to the earth in old age, for we also decay, from dust to dust. Trees are essential to our existence because they produce oxygen, allowing us to breathe. They also absorb the carbon dioxide we exhale and release oxygen through the process of photosynthesis, creating a symbiotic or mutually beneficial relationship with humans. Without trees, our oxygen levels would decrease, making it difficult for us to breathe properly. Additionally, trees help improve air quality by filtering pollutants. Have you ever reflected on why littering exists in our world? Aside from a lack of garbage bins in the necessary places, there are other reasons why humans do this thing that contaminate our environment. We often project into the world that which is being felt within us. So a person who litters, even when there is a garbage bin nearby, could be demonstrating that they don't value the well-being of the environment because they haven't learned their own value yet. It is also possible that they don't care to maintain the cleanliness of their external environment because they aren't maintaining the cleanliness of their internal environment. At a subconscious level, they may feel like trash themselves or take their own bodily elimination processes for granted. Everything that we see at play out in the world is a direct reflection of everyone's internal world being projected. If we want to resolve the issues we perceive out there, we must be willing to heal and clean up what is occurring within ourselves, each and every one of us. All of natural life, being the trees, the nature, the people, the animals, are precious resources here to serve each other and expand our experiences and livelihood. When we take this power for granted, we abuse ourselves because we are one with nature. We come from nature. We exist as nature. We produce more nature. We exist to utilize each other for the well-being and sustenance of all. Humans are both earthly beings as well as galactic beings. All the elements found in humans and Earth originated from stars. Humans are made up of the same elements as Earth, with the most abundant elements in both being oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen, meaning that while the proportions might differ, we share the same basic building blocks at the atomic level. Humans are also made up of approximately 70% water, similar to the percentage of water on our planet. Also notice how every human earthling has variations of our planet's predominant colors for eyes, being blue, brown, and green, like the ocean, soil, and forests. Look at the crops that we grow and consume. Notice how they resemble our reproductive system, the male and female genitalia, as well as other body parts like the brain and kidneys. The earth is beautifully, incredibly fertile and reflects how fertile its inhabitants are too, such as people. When you slice open a cantaloupe, for example, what do you see? You see an incredible depiction of both the vagina and the universe. Same when slicing open a grapefruit or orange. Similarly, bananas, cucumbers, and squashes resemble the male reproductive system. And when sliced open, we see seeds like sperm and like the stars in the universe. Isn't it interesting too, that manure, the stuff we poop, is some of the richest fertilizer for growing crops? So we eat crops, and whatever doesn't get absorbed gets eliminated from our system and returned to the planet to continue the cycle all over again. It's as though everything is feeding everything that exists in life. Everything is a representation or reflection of everything. As above, so below. As within, so without. The macrocosm and microcosm are constantly making love. Every female is like a walking Gaia on Earth. The only way for her to sprout life is if a seed is implanted into her moist and dark internal being. The penis plants the seed inside. If it is viable, it grows into form and function. The baby gains nutrients from whatever Gaia consumes and can be affected by whatever Gaia absorbs in the environment. Birth is the emergence of the crop from within Gaia's dark and moist soil. The root gets cut after delivery, the umbilical cord. Every person is like a walking crop, grown from seed that became possible by pleasure, male ejaculation. None of us would be here if not for that climactic moment. And how symbolic we also get born into the play on this stage of life, where we have come to experience these physical interactions and archetypes expressing themselves everywhere. Our bodies are shaped like stars, consisting of 5 points: the head, 2 arms, and 2 legs. When we spread our limbs open, we appear star-shaped. We are also essentially made of the same material that stars are composed of, such as carbon, oxygen, and iron. Like stars, we each shine a little differently according to the properties and state of our auric field, which is the distinctive space surrounding our bodies that have color. Like the universe, our bodies expand and contract, inhaling and exhaling, receiving and giving. Without one, the other wouldn't exist. It seems that duality, or contrast, is the heartbeat of life, and essential for our development in becoming more conscious. We are comprised of earthly matter as well as galactic matter. We live on Earth as Earth's children, and Earth lives in the space we call the universe, consisting of all galaxies. Imagine what other life could exist in those places. When the time comes that we meet more extraterrestrial beings, we shouldn't fear them and therefore start a war with them because they are foreign to us. Our strength as a species will emerge through our loving power to accept the unfamiliar and receive it as a miracle that could assist us in our evolution. To me, trust is the opposite of fear. We have to trust that all of this, even that which we don't understand, exists for us.